Hi everyone, this is Angelina from Sparkling Diva, and I am going to do a twin flame reading for you for twin flames in separation, to find out what the current situation is, the current energies of the connection, why you and the other party need the separation, advice, etc, etc. This is a pick a card reading, so you can choose between two different readings. The one in the middle is a third brief different reading that I added for people who are at the moment in a lot of pain. So those are positive messages to help you with what you could do right now to make you feel better. So I've done that as well. The energies of the reading are for this moment, meaning that it's not this date of recording, but whenever you are watching this, then you will need the energies and it will still work for you. I'm going to try to zoom into the items I've used, sorry, the Swans, to help you choose which reading you want. This is the first, number 1, with the Silvery Swans, and this one is number 2 with the white feather Swans. Try and zoom in so you can have a bit of a better look. Unfortunately it doesn't work, sorry. I'll hold them up and show you a silver glittery swan. So if you feel attracted to that, if these call out to you, then you are number 1. And the second is the white feather swans. So that is number 2. Reading number 2. And the rose I will do later on in the end with the positive messages. I will put timestamps in the message underneath the video. If I won't make it in one take, then of course there will be a second part. I don't like doing that, but I also don't like to rush through the readings in order to make it in one recording. So well, let's go. Number 1, and I made these positions and questions for the reading, so I will have to occasionally check my my notebook. The first one is the core. What is the core energy of the connection? And that is right now, so not overall per se, but at this moment you're watching. Let's see. Is follow your heart and honeymoon. And let me see, yes, it's in view. So follow your heart has to do with intuition and being divinely guided, listening to your heart, following your intuition and the divine guidance. And this is a honeymoon. There's the couple in the gondola, yeah, and the gondolier is an angel, because he's got these white wings, so he's an angel. So this is also, there is definitely a connection, a divine connection between the two of you. That doesn't mean to say that at the moment you are in contact, or doesn't mean to say that you will get the honeymoon, that you will get together this life. That's not what I'm trying to convey with this message. It's just the energies of the connection at this moment. So that definitely is a connection, and it is a beautiful connection. It's divinely guided. It is a higher connection. So that in itself is beautiful. It's very pure. That feels really pure and open. Right. And the second set of cards is, why do you need this separation. I'm going to start with the first card. It's from the Earth, hang on a second, Earth Wisdom Oracle. It's healing grief. You still need to heal things, and that may not be related to your twin flame connection at all, but there is still things that you need to heal before you could come together with your twin flame. It's also about inner balance. The double spiral is about inner balance, and yeah, you need to heal these things. There's also crystals connected with each card of this deck. Let me see, because it might resonate with you as well. Lepidolite. Lepidolite, I'm not entirely sure how you pronounce that in English. I think lepidolite is useful for balancing the emotions. Dealing with grief is a delicate matter. On one hand, the emotions must be felt, acknowledged and honoured. You must be fully present with your feelings. On the other hand, you must have faith that there is light beyond the darkness. Processing grief requires a delicate touch combined with strength. And then the affirmation is, I have suffered a great loss. I feel shattered and lost. I am gentle with myself as I process this loss. I comfort myself with the knowledge that there is light beyond the darkness. So there is some, likely some serious grief that you need to heal. Let's have a look at the tarot cards that came out. The Green Man, which is the Fool in the default tarot, and the Shay is the let me think. Geez, I don't know now. Temperance. In default tarot, this is Temperance. This is about a new cycle, being carefree, surrendering, having trust, having faith. Again, that came up in this message as well. Having faith that everything will be alright in the end, and that you will heal, that there is light after, beyond the darkness. So you need to have faith. But this is also about being your authentic self, about being the real you. And, well, this Temperance, the Shay, I love this card, it's so beautiful, is also balance. Finding the right balance so it works out, and doing your own thing, what you are passionate about. Because if you look at a woman, she really is enjoying what she is doing. She's completely sucked into it, passionate about it, and she has skills and knowledge and everything she needs to make whatever it is she's making. So she has everything she requires for the process, for that, and also listening to spirit, because there's these sprites here around her. So it's also about listening to your intuition, to connecting to your higher self, to source, whatever you call that, following your inner guidance, your intuition. So that's why you need this separation. You need to heal something, and the card spoke of a great loss, so that might take some time. And yeah, and you need to heal that so you can begin this new cycle and be yourself, your authentic self, and find what it is that you're passionate about. Follow your intuition. Find balance. There's a lot of balance. Yeah, the double spiral as well. And the intuition, the guidance, the owl. And I think, yeah, I think that basically just sums it up. I'm going to leave it at that. But this is a nice place to be. She's also, she's content being on her own. She's smiling. She's just loving what she's doing. She's not miserable, not sulking, not feeling the loss anymore, not feeling pain. And she's not jumping for joy and partying and all that stuff, but she is on the mend. She is enjoying what she's doing, and I think that might be important as well, that you heal that pain and whatever it is, the grief, so you can be carefree again, be you again, and then, yeah, well, recover and start doing things, take more action. This is also, Green Man as masculine energy, so there's also action, more outgoing. So maybe at the moment you're not so outgoing, which is logical if you're suffering from a loss and are in pain, then usually you don't really feel like going out much. This is why you need the separation. Why does the other party need the separation? We have the strength, the Page of Cups, and awareness. This is also, oh, let me start with the tarot cards on this one. This one is also balance. 8 is about balance, but in a balance, so the balance between your wisdom and intuition and love and compassion and the wild inner beast, so to speak. When these are balanced, they walk hand in hand. Then you don't have these ego knee-jerk reactions from the ego out of fear or insecurity. If this is balanced, you feel good, you feel empowered, you're compassionate, you have confidence, you have inner strength. You can tap into your tap into your inner strength. But if it's not balanced, then yeah, most of the time you will likely be more like the lion, like the wild animal. And so that's something, that's a lesson that needs to be learned when this comes up, this card, to find that inner balance. And the Page of Cups, the Page of Chalices, yeah, I think in this case it could mean that they are not ready to commit, because this is a page, it's a child. They're still learning all about emotions and feelings and commitments and relationships and all that stuff. And but they're not masters of that yet. Otherwise they would be kings and queens. They're still a child. They're still learning. And like a child is also carefree, wants to play, wants to have fun and play here and there and all over the place and not be tied down. Children don't like to be tied down. So I think that this person, your twin flame, is simply not ready yet to commit to the connection to you. They're just not ready yet. They still have to learn all these things, you know. They have to start painting and learn how they want to express themselves, what it is they can do, and have fun with that and enjoy that. And in a way, yeah, you could say they're still a bit immature. And yeah, I hope not, but it could also be for some of you that they have started a new relationship with someone else. But then the cause of them doing that can also be that they are not ready to commit and move from one relationship to the next, because they are not really masters yet of the emotional realms, because they have to find that balance within. And I get fear. I get fear. They are afraid. they are afraid of going there, I think. Because their ego, if they do indeed are controlled by their ego, which doesn't mean they are arrogant, right? Ego is about fear, insecurities, and not really being the real you, but being controlled by your ego is just out of fear. There's always fear. And I just get fear. They are afraid to go there, I think, to go deep. Because if you want to become wise, like the crone, like the wise woman, then you have to face all the issues that is there, all the old pains and hurts and things that happened in the past. And I think they are afraid of doing that. I get fear of going there, to get that balance on the inside. This is much easier, isn't it, to just be playful, just have a bit of fun. Then the last one, awareness. This again is also balance, but then having reached that balance, because this five-fold circle is about the elements, the four elements, balanced and connected with the fifth circle of love on the inside. So that's also balance, otherwise you can't have that. Meaning that earth, water, air, and which am I forgetting now? I'm sorry. Earth, water, air, fire are all balanced and then connected in love, with love. Then you're whole. And the moon is full, which confirms that as well. And they need to find that. They need to find that place. And it's also when you get there, your intuition and inner guidance will help you out, and then you can move on from this page of chalices stage. Then you can become a king or a queen. Because then you have the wisdom, then you have like this crone, then you have wisdom, then you can, then you have inner guidance, you can follow that. And then that is in balance as well. So they are going through that process. But they are not really actively doing a lot about that at the moment, I think. Because they're afraid. So this might take some time. Right, the next one. How does the other one feel about coming together again? Are they resistant, or are they willing? Are they interested in that? It doesn't mean to say they're going to phone you, contact you right away, but deep down, how do they feel or think about that? And then we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Wands. And this is change. Change for the better, positive change. But of course there's always going to be less pleasant things as well. And this always moves. The wheel always keeps moving. It never stands still. Like time never stands still. But he is, I don't know why, I just get the sense that they are not against coming back together per se, in the sense like no, never want that again, or never want to go there, or no way. I don't get that, not that way. I think they are not willing to. I get a feeling that where they are right now pleases them so much that they prefer to stay there. Because they get all this, he's on that horse, and he's being seen, he's got these fancy clothes on, and there's these guards here, people are just cheering basically, and happy to see him. He gets all this glory and recognition and validation, and he's enjoying that. He's really quite happy to be where he is. I don't think he is willing at the moment to do anything much towards well, getting back with you, or getting in a union, a physical love relationship with you. They're not against it, but they are enjoying this too much to want to change. They like this too much, this thing. Yeah. So again, well, this is a bit redundant then, but what is stopping him? I think this may be on a deeper level. So we have the Knight of Cups, 4 of Atami, Swords, 4 of Swords, and 6 of Pentacles. And this is this is actually really beautiful. An offer of love, someone who's really romantic, and there's an altar there, and this archway with the roses where you can walk off into the future and live happily ever after. But he's also not there yet. He is making an offer, but he is not there yet. And like a knight, like someone once said, knights can be fickle. They can be willing to go there now and then change their mind tomorrow or next week and be off again and make an offer to someone else. But I think for this reading, that is not really the case. I think they do feel for you, for sure. But then there is the but. They are resting, they are pausing, they are not sure, they are doubting, they need a time out. Because even though they do have these feelings for you, they're not sure whether they are willing to go all that way to the altar and then walk off into the future with you and live happily ever after. He needs time for that. And this card is I get two things. Like, he's not sure what he's got to offer you, and also not sure whether you will accept him back if you've been together. And I also think he doesn't want to feel like that, like a beggar, because then the way I see it, this is you, the woman in the pretty blue dress is you, and this is them. And well, you're in the stronger position here. If he comes back, decides to come back, offers you these flowers, and he is a beggar. And then you have the choice to say no way, or to say yes, and he isn't sure what you're going to do, what to expect. He isn't in control. He doesn't have the, and he doesn't know. I don't know where that comes from, but he has no clue whether you are willing to accept him or not. And that doesn't sit well with him, that scares him, that holds him off as well. Plus, he doesn't like the feeling of being a beggar. And he's not sure yet. He needs time. He needs more time before he will make that offer, I think. So that is stopping him. In a way, he's willing to. But there's still, yeah, he needs more time. He needs more time. Right. Next set of cards is what you can expect in love if you decide to completely let go of this twin flame and hopes and dreams and all that kind of stuff, then what awaits you if you do that? So let's find out. Oh my God. And this is not to say that this is with another person. This could be with your twin flame. I don't know. I'm not going to say it is, but it is beautiful. Because, well, this is harvest. Normally speaking, this is the, can't think, judgment. Yes, judgment. The judgment card is rebirth, renewal. In this card, it's. I love this. It's so beautiful. You can still see, I hope. There's prosperity, abundance. You have this nice house. There's a relationship. People are happy. You're willing to share. If you, I'm not sure if you can see, but there is these gnomes of the, I can't pronounce that properly. Here on the table. And one is offering him the apple, and they're, among there in the fruit on the table, and you're willing to share, and you're open to anything and everything, and it's just abundance. Just everything is bloody wonderful. It's just rebirth and being happy, being you, being wow, on top of the world feeling. I so love that card. Just the judgment card. And look at that, King of Chalices, King of Cups, is again abundance. Everything's there, plenty of food. He's well fed. He's actually a bit fat, right? And it's rich. His clothing is rich, and he's not lacking anything. He's the master, basically, of the chalices, the cups suit. So he knows all the ins and outs of love, relationships, and feelings. This is just really wow, happy. Ace of Cups, new love. This can also be in a relationship, new levels of love, but since you are in separation, I'm assuming you are single. But this, in any case, this is new love. Love of self as well. So also starting to love yourself more, because you needed that healing, right? That's why you needed a separation, you needed healing. There was grief. And here, then you're healed. You start to love yourself. You begin to love life. Everything is wonderful. So that's what, if you let go of the hopes and dreams and clinging on, and I'm sorry to tell you that, but again, it doesn't mean that this is not with your twin. It's just sometimes you have to let go. Well, actually always, that's what you always should do. What is so difficult to do for people is to let go. But if you don't let go and hold on to things, then it can't come to you. Often you just have to let go in order to get it. Right? So this could be with your twin flame. I'm not saying it is. I'm also not saying it isn't. But if you let go of your dreams and clinging, holding on to the hopes and dreams, then this is what awaits you. This is flirt, being playful, light-hearted, having fun. Doesn't mean to say that you're off to find someone else right away. But flirting can be innocent flirting as well with other people. A simple thing like making eye contact can even be with someone from your own sex. So not sexual, but just having fun, being happy, enjoying life, making other people happy, being light-hearted. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. That's what it's about. And then, truth be told, let me get the little white book for that. I seriously do not like that card. I really don't. I don't know why, I just do not like it. It's the artwork, it just doesn't sit well with me for some reason or other. Yeah, truth be told, accepting things at face value, well, that's basically what you do if you accept a situation and decide to move on with your life, and you know, then you accept it at face value, the way it is now. You're not in union physically together, I mean, and you accept that. Coming out of denial is also possible, and of course, yeah, communication, clarity of communication. So maybe that is needed if you are in touch occasionally with or regularly with your twin flame. Maybe you need to have an honest conversation about something that is going on, and it encourages you in that sense also to communicate honestly and see how doing so has helped you become more attuned to yourself. Don't hold back, speak your truth and listen. But this is also about listening, of course. Everyone wants to be heard and listened to. So in a way it's also a beautiful card. I don't know, I just don't like it. I never like to see it come up. But this in all means that if you do manage to let go of holding on, and then this is what awaits you in the future, albeit with your twin flame or someone else. And it's happiness. It's complete, total happiness, feeling wonderful. Right. Probably not what you wanted to hear, but maybe, yeah. It is beautiful. You know, it is beautiful. Let me see. This is advice for this right now, for this moment right now. Yeah, interesting. This slow and steady mountain. I need to. This has a really wonderful message. I have to look it up. I can never remember it. I've got so many cards, decks, and let me see where it is. It's about a sense of loss, of course, an identity crisis, recognizing that you don't fit in, the need to belong, uncertainty about your place. But that's not an advice. So when it comes to advice, no man is an island, and it's important to recognize when being a part of rather than separate from is essential to your well-being. The issue at hand is the need to find where you fit. Be true to your core truth and values. Perhaps you no longer identify with a group or community the way you did before and need to find a new situation. You might be feeling a deep sense of loss or confusion. Address the need for belonging and know that you will find your place with others of like mind and spirit. It's okay to let go of pressure to fit in. Not everyone will understand you. It's time to move on. So, I feel this is also urging you, telling you to slowly begin to let go for now of the, not of your twin flame per se, but of the clinging on to maybe, and needing to be together and trying, so basically trying to begin to live your life again, to enjoy it more, live life for you and not based on waiting for this connection to come to fruition, into a love relationship. There's no, why feel like this, orphaned, so alone, abandoned, and so alone? That's not how you were supposed to live your life. You're supposed to be happy and co-create and enjoy. Even your twin flame would likely not want you to be in this situation. So I feel that is the advice, to begin to lift your head and start to look around you and find new places, new groups and people, socializing a bit again, and so you find more joy and happiness in life. And you have to do that slow and steady, which is logical. If you feel like this, you can't move out of that right away. But I do feel you should try to, you should make a beginning with that and try to build your life again, and take your time for that. And the mountain, there's this huge obstacle in your way, so maybe you've been staring at that friggin' mountain for Lord knows how long, but yeah, you can't. And then what? just wait and sit here for the rest of your life, or slowly, steadily move on to happier places. I feel it's just like relaxing and going with the flow a bit more. Again, try to let go of the need to be with your twin flame, and then you will flow around that mountain. Be like water. Water always finds a way, no matter what the obstacle is. It always finds a way, and it just keeps flowing. So be like water, be fluid, be more flexible, go with the flow. So then you flow around the obstacle, and then you'll get to better places. And again, none of this means that you will not get together again or at all with your twin flame. But if you stay here, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I have to get off that, basically shitty place. Because this is not really going to work. This is not going to do you any good at all. You have to get off and get up and slowly begin to basically heal that grief of the loss and begin living again. Like this, basically. So you can become you again. Find the real you. Get in touch with the real you and begin living your life, your dreams and your passions, apart from being with your twin flame. Even cake, I need a bit of coffee. What is the best you can expect from this connection in this moment in time? Flexible. Well, there you have it again. Flexible means that you're not going to sit here, because this is rigid, like the mountain as well. Mountains don't move. You have to become flexible, go with the flow, and I do want to see if there is an additional message I can give you with that. 19. Teachability, open-mindedness, being adaptable without compromising what's most important. A tree's roots are solidly planted in the ground, yet its branches can bend in a hurricane, whereas a rigid structure like a building would come crashing down. Consider how the tree remains supple and secure when everything around it may be in shambles. This is how you need to be now. willing to learn new things, teachable, malleable, yet firmly grounded in who you are. Common sense is important, but so is an open mind. Stay curious, stay open, stay aware. At this time, others will be more flexible with you too. Right, so as for the relationship, yeah, it applies to that as well. In every relationship, it is important to be open to new experiences and learning new things. Letting go of rigidity is what's required right now. You don't always have to be right all the time, do you? It's okay to come to a happy compromise. You can still get your needs met. It's a beautiful day when you meet halfway. The appearance of this card in a reading could also signal that you have met someone new who may not be your type, but who will turn out to be so special that you can easily release your old ideas about what sort of partner is right for you. Be more flexible. You'll be happy you made that choice. So yeah, be more flexible, yet firmly grounded in who you are. I don't feel at the moment anything really is possible in this connection. Not like, for instance, next week or tomorrow or whatever you're going to be together in relationship. But if you remain flexible and let go of any neediness, codependence, of focusing too much on this connection, try to let go of that and start doing your own things in life more. Follow your own dreams and passions, and still remain open to the connection, because it is there. We've seen it here, right? It is there. There definitely is a connection, a higher connection, and you don't have to cut that out of your life. You can remain open to that, but still live your own life. Don't put your own life on hold. So in that sense, I feel that's what it's meant with the flexibility. Move on, do your own thing, and try to still be open to the connection. Know that you do not have to cut it out of your life. Well, I hope this helped you a bit. Oh, hang about. There's one more card that I still have to do. I'm almost running out of time. Oh my God. What's in his heart deep down? 6 of Chalices. Need I say more? He does feel for you. Walking off in hand in hand. Together. Deep connection, happiness, wanting to be together, a new adventure, that's how I see this. Need I say more? The feelings are there. I hope this resonated with you. For the second reading, I will have to do a separate recording. If this resonated for you, please leave me some feedback and likes, so other people can find this as well and benefit from the reading. And also for me, I like to hear, like to know, whether I'm actually offering something for you. So please leave me some feedback, and don't despair. Remember all this beautiful stuff waiting for you, and have a wonderful day with a lot of love and light. Bye.